So what egregious violations did Fordham commit to show cause penalties and so forth? The charges, and by the way, Fordham self-reported this. They offered 8 prospects impermissible benefits.
What were the benefits?
Now, remember, Rodney Rice just left Maryland to go to USC for about $3.5 million. The impermissible benefits that caused all this included photo shoots in New York, including Times Square, taking them to the U.S. Open Tennis Championship, taking them to a New York Giants game, which to me is a penalty. Right? They were punished for voiding team wins records spanning the past 2 seasons when ineligible players participate in those games. They did this with 24 potential recruits. They were also punished with a 3-year probation, a $35,000 fine, plus 2% of the men's basketball team budget, a 2-year show cause order for Keith, and a 3-year show cause for Trevon Morton, among other punishments. You are allowed, under archaic NCAA rules, and they are archaic.
Yes.
An entertainment allowance of $75.
Okay.
$75? They say that the total spending on all this, photo shoot, Times Square, Giants game, I think there was a Nets game, jet ski rentals.
Nets game is going to cost you about $2.
It was actually Knicks game.
Oh.
Jet ski rentals, tickets to a Knicks game, tickets to the U.S. Open Tennis Championship, sweet tickets to the Giants. The total spending on all of this. Remember, Rodney Rice just got $3.5 million to transfer from Maryland to USC to play basketball. The total spending for the 24 prospects was $10,736.
So what you're saying, Steve, is $10,000 gets you a penalty, but 3.5
gets you a basketball player.
Okay.
This is, the overages range from as little as $35 to $5,595. As Keith said, he said they were treating me like a criminal, like I'd broken some laws. He said they were trying to pin a level 1 violation on us, and none of it made sense. We were all confused, including the lawyers in this situation, confused as to why they were being so aggressive and trying to do whatever they could to bury us. Because remember, Dick and I talked with Keith down in Daytona.
Yeah.
All right.
This is
a disgrace. Okay? This is a disgrace. Okay? Again, they're so mad at Kentucky basketball, they put Wichita State on probation. What the heck are you doing here? What are you doing? This makes no sense at all. It's Fordham.
Fordham's a huge threat, Steve. Huge threat to the NCAA.
You go all out to do something like this over this?
What's a bigger issue, Steve? The $10,000 here, or the however many thousands and millions Madden Iyamaleava got when he went to UCLA, left for Arkansas, got his NIL, 4 months later went back to UCLA.
Right.
What's worse?
Right. This is a disgrace. that they decided to go out, right? Instead of slap on the wrist saying, hey, guys, you know what? You shouldn't have done this. You're going to lose a scholarship. Okay. Your roster limit's going to be 14, not 15.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? It's nothing in a world where big something is going on in the millions. But we did a jet ski rental? Really?
I cannot imagine the number of violations that are happening in the millions of dollar ranges, as we've discussed, where players are being talked to. Probably, I don't know this for a fact, but one's got to assume if it happened back 20 years ago, it's probably happening again. To transfer schools and get quite a chunk of change, and they do, while they're under contract with a different school, and that's not what they're worried about.
I can assure you in no uncertain terms that the guy that was punished, Keith Ergo, is a much better person than the jackasses that went after his program with sledgehammers instead of going in there with a ruler.
They took sledgehammers to try and solve a rock, paper, scissors tournament. That's what they tried to do.
They went in with sledgehammers because it was a program that doesn't have the means to fight back.
Nope.
They have no means to fight back. None.
How dare you promise a photo shoot in Times Square, Steve? How dare you?
Kansas, Arizona are two programs that were investigated by the FBI. There's certain three-letter things you don't want to deal with. IRS, FBI, CIA. You really don't want to deal with any of them. And Bill Self got a lifetime contract out of it. Lifetime deal.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't begrudge him getting a lifetime deal. Not in the least. I'm just saying the FBI, okay, we've talked about Will Wade.
Mm-hmm.
Well, all that stuff Will Wade was talking about is now illegal.
Mm-hmm.
$75 a day? We exceeded the $75 a day entertainment allowance? And it's a level 2 violation? What group of massive jerks is running this thing?